If you can remove this one block, if you can understand this one very simple concept, you are going to be able to unlock your dream sense of style. You're also going to just have a way easier experience within every area of your life, but we're going to talk about fashion because on this channel, that's what we do. So the concept is you can only receive what you believe. And I'm going to explain this to you using social media. Okay, so we're going to think of the universe like a social media algorithm because it kind of works in a similar way, a very similar way. So let's say you're watching this video and let's say you love the video. Super interesting, super engaging, and you sit there and you watch the whole thing. What do you know? The next day, all of a sudden, more videos like that are on your feed because you actually took the time, you spent your energy watching that video, so the algorithm recognizes that and it gives you more of something similar to that post. The more that you look at one post, the more similar things will be shown. Okay, now let's say that you're watching this video and you're like, what is even going on here? And it's kind of negative and you're like hate watching it. But it's so engaging that you sit there and you watch the whole video, even though like you don't like what you're seeing and you're sitting there being like, why would they do that? Like, I can't believe that. That's so messed up. Even though you're hate watching the video, what do you know? The next day, more things that are similar to that video are shown on your feed. So what I'm trying to say is no matter what emotion is attached to your experience, your attention will still bring more of that thing. Okay, let's say that again. No matter what emotion, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what emotion is attached to your experience, the simple act of you giving that experience your attention is what brings more of that thing. And so it's easy to think about with like social media because like you can sit there watching like 20 cat videos and then like the next day you're just going to get more cat videos. But it like the universe works in the same way. If you focus on one thought more than the other one, you'll attract things that help you think that thought that you keep thinking. It makes no sense. Hold on. Let's say that you're constantly saying, I hate how I look. I'm so ugly. This looks horrible on me. This outfit's terrible. This item of clothing makes me feel disgusting. Your subconscious is trying to prove itself right 100% of the time. So what is it going to do? It is going to make sure that you attract the experience, whether that's shopping, whether that's getting ready for the day, whether that's a specific item of clothing that will confirm your subconscious belief that I'm ugly. Everything looks horrible on me. Whenever I wear something like this, I feel terrible. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you remove this block, if you start paying attention to where you're giving your attention, you are going to live such a happier, easier, more flowy life. And if you're sitting there constantly complaining about how nothing looks good on you, about how it takes you like literally hours to get ready, how it takes you like 10 days to pack for a vacation, how could you possibly expect your reality to confirm something completely different than that? Okay, if that's all you're speaking, if that's all you're putting out into the universe, how could you possibly expect to receive a result different from that? It makes no sense if you think about it. And what really helps me is thinking like I'm on TikTok. So if I'm sitting there saying, oh my God, like this dress does not fit me. I look so ugly in this. I'll catch myself and say, if I was watching this on TikTok right now, would I sit there and give it my attention or would I scroll immediately? I would scroll. So instead of giving that thought my full undivided attention, I decide, okay, you know what? Let's just scroll on this thought. Let me just like remove this from my consciousness right now. Like I can sit here and tell you, let's go back to fashion. I can sit here and tell you like wear this color, layer this on top of that, make sure you pair this with that, but it's not really solving the core issue of your insecurities, okay? It's literally just putting a band-aid over your subconscious beliefs, which, if you know anything about the subconscious, it doesn't really do that much for you long term. It might help you in the moment, but the next day, the next time you have to wear something, the next time you're about to go out and you need to get dressed, those same thoughts are still going to come back, okay? Not only because it's like putting a band-aid on top, but also because if you know the way that our brains work, it takes a lot of dedication. Not even dedication, it takes a lot of repetition. That's what I'm looking for. In order to actually create new neurological pathways. Okay, if you change the thought once, chances are it's going to come back another time because our brain is hardwired. It's literally like a machine. If you keep repeating and if you keep working through that belief every single time that it comes up, that's when you actually start to see a difference. That's when you actually start to feel different. And this is the work in my course, Soul Aligned Style, okay? It is the only fashion course you'll ever need, not because it gives you every single thing, like wear this color with this, although it does do that, although it does teach you how to actually style yourself on like the physical plane, it also teaches you how to rewire your neurological pathways so that you can actually allow yourself to feel beautiful. Because I can give you all of the styling tips, all of the little fashion hacks in the world, and you're still going to be an insecure person every single time that you get ready. Stop doing that. We need to actually get to the root of the problem. We need to actually rewire all of your beliefs. So if you take my course, you will get all of my processes for actually changing the way that your mind works. And in turn, you'll be able to actually absorb all of the little fashion hacks and fashion tips that I give you. I'm so passionate about fashion and like this neurological stuff because the two are just so perfect together. Like I love being like a little bit nerdy and a little bit sciencey, but I really love being beautiful and being fashionable. And so having the two worlds collide, it's just amazing. Also, I just really believe that every single time that I get ready, I am suddenly more productive. I'm suddenly able to do everything. I suddenly attract a whole different type of person because, and on like a scientific level, if you are doing something different than what you do every day, if you're wearing something differently, you will get different results. The definition of insanity is doing the same exact thing and expecting different results. When you change something, even if it's something as small as what you're wearing every day, if it's something as small as feeling amazing, getting ready every day, it's like a ripple effect of all the different things in your life that it changes. It changes who you attract, how you interact with people, how you perceive yourself, and how you perceive yourself will literally change everything. Everything, okay? But because we're just like, like we're just girls, we like making things fun and easy, we're going to rewire our brain, but through fashion. So you still get the results in every other area of your life, but it gets to be fun and easy because you're learning how to style yourself and you're learning how to not be insecure anymore. So I have a little free masterclass on limiting beliefs, which is what we call like insecurities and these negative thoughts that we have. I have a whole little free masterclass on YouTube that I'll link in this little thing up here. And I'll also put it in the description. I also have a couple videos that I just made recently on why you should get dressed every single day. Like, I beg you, like, actually get dressed every single day. And I also have another video on what you can wear instead of sweatpants for just like lounging around the house. Because even if you're not going anywhere, practice taking care of yourself. Practice this thing. Okay, repetition, guys. Repetition. I also made a tarot account, so if you feel called to subscribe to me over there, only do it if you're like, something in me is telling me to do this. It's Goddess of Tarot or Kiana's Oracle. I think I'm going to start doing personal readings over there. I'm not 100% sure, but like I'm playing around with the idea. Please like and subscribe to this video. It really does wonders for this channel. And if you will, please leave me a comment on what helped you in this video. Talk to me. Let me hear what you have to say. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, beautiful. Also, don't forget all the links to everything, including the course, are always in my bio and always in the description. Okay, bye.